Hey guys, it's Drew. I got a new cutting board for a birthday gift here from Dalstrong. You see the lion logo there in the center. It's their extra large, massive XL, I think is what it's called on their website. Teak cutting board on end grains. So I like how it looks for sure. It's one of the reasons that I wanted to get it. The original one that I had was just this standard teak where it just kind of looks like little teak slats sideways here across the length of it with the drip around the side, the drip edge, and it had measurements out here up to 1.5 feet, which was pretty good for meal prepping if I'm like cutting up fish or chicken or something and I want a certain size of it to fit in meal prepping. However, I wanted something that was larger, and this kind of fit my space perfectly. I'm going to end up putting this on my kitchen counter as the original plan, but seeing the size of it, I mean, it fits almost throughout the entire, it basically covers the entire top of my stove. So I think I might just leave it here. And I've seen a lot of pictures of it and online and Google searches and whatnot, and that's kind of what people are doing because of the size. So first thing to address, measurements. It says it was 25 inches. It's slightly smaller by 1/4 inch in width. It's still huge, so a little over 2 foot wide. In terms of top to bottom, it's at 18, yeah, a little bit over 17 and a half, almost 17 and 3/4 in terms of that. Not too bad. The only gripes that I have about it is that there's some random points on here that you could just see it's just straight wood filler. It's all sanded down so it feels smooth. It's just, I mean, you're going to get it. It is what it is. I was just kind of hoping it would be, I guess, less than what it is. Although, again, it's not too bad. This is how it came. Just some random imperfections on it. So, wood filler here. Is for when, obviously, when they put this in, you have to drill the hole, jam the hole, steel rod in there, fill it. So I understand that. I was just kind of hoping that it would, kind of be color matched, I suppose, on the larger parts like this. Just something. Although it's not that bad. And then the reason I'm saying that is because this is obviously kind of a bougie cutting board. Being like $190, I think, is what they're asking for on Amazon for it. And I normally get it off their website with their points and sales and whatnot. This is one that almost never goes on sale, except I think around Black Friday, and even then it's not much. It's like $15 off. So one of the cool things about this one, standard size dinner plate, slides right underneath. It's got a little cutout right here. Thought that was kind of cool. I wanted to again put this on the end of a counter, basically right here where this is, so it would be the same kind of overhang, which is kind of sketchy. So I was curious on how this will work out. Doesn't obviously give you a whole lot of real estate, but this opening is really wide. You just kind of scooch down a bit, so it goes in there pretty deep. But yeah, so it looks really nice. It does the job. I haven't had it for too long. Like I said, the only gripes that I really had about it was the price, and then some of the edges that are randomly on here. Although it was sanded, it could have been sanded a little bit longer. Like I can feel a raised edge right here on this portion, just right on the left side of where my finger is here, that edge. You can just kind of feel it if you just kind of run your hand across it. There's a few of them on there, although it's not that bad. But again, it's a cutting board, and I'm just kind of splitting hairs because of the price on it. I do think it looks really, really good, as I've already mentioned. So, in terms of what I recommended, I mean, I think it's pretty for what it is. It's a lot of money versus this bad boy, which is not too much smaller. I mean, you got the 18-inch measurements here, so just by that, I mean, it's probably 20 inches. Let's see real quick. Yeah, so 22. So this is only 2 3/4 inches wider by almost 15. So it's like almost 3 inches by 3 inches different compared to this, and this has the handles on it, where this does as well, but they're not steel. They're just integral cutouts on the bottom side of it. It's another Dalstrong teak, where I think this is like $80, and that's like 190. So big difference. Thickness is huge, if that's something that matters to you. This one is way thicker than any of the cutting boards that I've ever owned. At 2.5 inches is what it says right here, about 2.5 inches there, and underneath the plate portion it's a little over an inch. where that one is a little over an inch. So this is basically 2 cutting boards tall and then some versus that, if that matters to you. I'm a tall guy, I'm 6.5 foot tall, so, and I have standard counter tops, so this will help me with the height aspect of it, but I mean, again, it's not really a problem to me either. So if you want the best of the best kind of stuff where everything is just very expensive, you like your toys, I mean, by all means. Just don't know if I'd do it again, especially with like the little quality control things, like the random raised edges that are throughout. And then there was a lot of wood filler underneath of it, but I don't have a tripod set up to really pick this up and show underneath. But a lot of filler. Alright, that's it. Leave this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.